Alright, hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to the Adventures of the Platypus, because everybody else looks not, well, platypuses are adorable, everybody else kinda, platypuses are the best. I wish platypuses were, not, like, super exotic creatures and you could just get them. That'd be nice. It'd be cool. I don't know, I'm a big fan of ducks. Just kind of in general, but, like, I'd feel bad if I had, like, an actual duck, because I'd be denying it, like, flight and whatnot. I don't know, I always feel weird about, like, people that own birds as pets. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure the birds generally don't give a dang. But, like, it just kind of feels bad about it. I would feel guilty about, having a creature that has, like, a natural function that by owning it I would deny. It's part of the reason why I'm not like a big fan of like ow and dead. Got cornered really bad. I'm sure I could have done okay, but this is fine. And honestly, we were what, on level 4 and I still hadn't got an item yet. Dang, the range on that is a lot bigger than I was giving it credit for. Alright, well, I'll make it work. I mean, this game is kind of merciless. Which I do appreciate. I do like a good challenge. It's kind of the difference between one roguelike versus another. So I started my roguelike career with like Tower of Guns and Binding of Isaac. Like those were the two games that I played. And neither of those really featured a whole lot of like instant death situations. For the most part, like Tower of Guns, you could occasionally run into like an enemy that fired big freaking rockets that would destroy you. But for the most part, you had like a fair bit of health. And you kept getting... Whoa, okay. There's something uncomfortable about that rock. Huh. Nothing. Okay, but yeah, so in Tower of Guns, you get a fair amount of health pickups, and you get a fair amount of... like, maximum health upgrades, too. Which is really nice. And so games like this, that are much more high stakes... I'm gonna mess with the rock in case it kills me. It doesn't. Interestingly enough, some parts of it have higher Z-axis priority than the platypus. Fair enough. But so, you know, Tower of Guns, which was arguably... No, it was the second roguelike I'd ever played. No, it was third or fourth? I actually played a lot of roguelikes before my channel existed. Ah, he's still alive. I killed a toad, but I did not account for the other toad. Oh, I lost. There's some money there. Okay, but yeah, so I had played a couple of roguelikes along the way. I think I played Risk of Rain before I started my YouTube channel. I could be wrong. I'd most definitely played the original Binding of Isaac. I'm trying to think of other ones. There were a number of other ones. It's just easy for me to forget. The damage down plus the attack speed reduction is kind of painful. Oh, you can't see them while they huh. He was supposed to have loot on him. Ah. Okay. I want that money. There we are. Okay, we got it. Yeah, I don't use slide enough, and I'm not entirely sure if I feel comfortable in doing so. Jeez, I'm trying to think of the other roguelikes I've played, and like the order I played them in. I know Binding of Isaac was most definitely my first. Tower of Guns was the one I put the most amount of time in originally. I put in a fair amount into Binding of Isaac, but Tower of Guns owned my channel for a while, and I owed quite a lot to Tower of Guns as well. There was like Runers. Runers was an interesting mess. I liked the idea of the game. The actual execution had some things to be desired. Mainly, it was just ugly as sin. Like, you gotta have a nice-looking game, man. I think part of the reason why I'm still playing this is, like, it actually looks quite nice. It's super derivative of Nuclear Throne, but it does look quite nice. See, I don't have any keys. Oh, that sucks. I was hoping I'd have another by this point. But for all the roguelikes I've kind of mentioned here, RKOs were pretty rare. Like, for the most part, you never got randomly killed by anything. You almost always kind of knew you were going to die, and you had a fair amount of time to, like, avoid it, or kind of come to terms with it. Like, even going into fight, like, the Hush, you know pretty much if you're doomed or not. This game, I have a significantly less of a sense of, you know, success. Like, I truly have no idea going into each level if I'm even going to have a chance. I guess that's okay. Helmet. Okay, chance that you will not take damage. Oh. Did that cost me money? Huh. I guess not. Okay. Or, no, I bought a gun. I don't think I was near enough to it, but I guess I was. Yeah, so we did purchase a gun. I've bought this gun a great many times at this point. I'm kind of confused as to why it doesn't... I think it's the same gun. I'm kind of confused why it's always a question mark in the shop. Well, whatever. Okay. So we did get a key, right? Yes. It'd be neat if I could get another key from one of these. But I don't know if I'm gonna get the opportunity. Ow! I thought I was out of range for that. Green crystal. Can't pick up coins. Okay, I'm gonna hold off on that. The idea of the small wallet is neat, but scary. I mean, at the same time, I've got an okay gun. I'll probably get a better one. Yeah, I'm gonna skip out on the small wallet, especially because it doesn't actually correspond with the thing. If it corresponded with like a piggy bank, I think I'd be down with it. But since it doesn't, I have like no interest. The lock just makes it so I have a chance to break keys, which, to be totally honest, that's actually hardly a setback. I just don't use keys for the next couple levels. Oh well. You only get so many anyway. Alright. And it's Newt. Okay, so it turns out if I dash, I do take damage. I tried dashing, down. It didn't work. I don't know. I know dash is like a function in this game, but I am having a hard time caring about it or being interested in using it. Yeah, so if you really wanted to, you could actually farm. Dang. You could actually farm these little guys if you wanted to. For health and money. Which is actually something I might try someday. Okay. We're getting some health. He's mostly just dumping lots of regular enemies on me here. Okay. I kind of almost wish his tongue would get stuck to whatever. Okay. He is dumping non-stop dudes. I was really hoping I could... Oh, shit, there was another one right there. That's fine. I've got hearts. We're good. I was just... Ah, crap. I didn't even see it there. Alright, we're at 2 out of 4. I'm just trying trying to just survive. He started really spewing dudes on me. Which is not so great. Okay. And I'm dead, damn it. Oh, it's fine. We had a bad roll of perks. And a couple other things. I don't know. I don't think I'm ever gonna be very good at this game. Not compared to some people that could potentially, like, really master it. I'll go with that. Chances are we're gonna find a shop before I take damage. I'm still kind of bad at fighting Newt. I feel like Newt has gotten patched. It felt like he was much more aggressive. But I could be absolutely incorrect on that one. Chance to lose a coin and a key every time I go through a level. Can't pick up hearts. Well, losing the coins or the keys is absolutely like a no-go. There's no way that's worth it. Takes away the ability to slide. I feel like we're getting a lot more loot on this one. Like a lot more. I was hoping I could get another heart, but let's get the nettle. And I'll get the thing. We're not going to make it so that I can lose stuff, though. That's not worth. Oh, he is visible. But yeah, we always want to be able to pick up loot here. Bandage. I don't remember what that bandage does. I guess I should probably go for the chicken. Will then kill himself. Nothing? Nothing. -1 HP every time you enter the next level, unless you only have 1 HP left. I'm gonna do it. Again, we're probably going to find a shop before I take a whole heck of a lot of damage. Which could screw me. I mean, I'm taking way too many risks here. I'm just really hoping I can get a run where we get some actually useful perks. Unfortunately, it seems most of the perks are just, like, small quality of life things. And I'm much more about, like, the game-changing stuff. And I just want to see if there is anything of that caliber. It looks like the guns might fulfill that criteria more. But I will, all the same, go looking for it anyway. The nettle makes things a lot harder. Let's see, and nothing else. Alright, well, I got money. We got these bushes I might as well just chew through. Chances are we're not going to find anything here. Oh, okay, so hearts do go away after a certain point certain amount of time. That is understandable. Okay, toads over there. Paratoads are over there. Interesting that the, so there's like a little yellow dot above toads and stuff. I thought that was like, gives loot. But I guess not? Okay, it did take a shot at me. And they're both dead. Okay. So I do have a key. We can go to another locked room here. I just mostly have to stay kind of sharp, just in case I step on any of those spike panels. That would go bad. Okay. Oh, well, this is oddly familiar. I wonder why. Luckily, they made loot stick around a lot longer. Okay. Yeah, so I am super killable. I have no damage mitigation. I have no holy mantle. I wish the helmet was actually like one free hit per couple of stages or something. Like, it would take, maybe it was like X number of kills to get it to recharge. I never like the items that are like chance to blank when it's like defensive, because then you can't rely on it. All it's there is to maybe save your butt. And like, I don't like luck being the determinator for whether an item saves me from damage or not. Just gonna let guys kill themselves for me. Looks like they're doing a damn good job of it. Okay. There's a lot of acid over there. I don't see any coins. I'm trying to kill the weird veggie men. Luckily, the weird veggie men kind of kill themselves, making my life a lot easier. Okay. Still no items. We got, like, quite the windfall early on, and then it kind of dropped off. Alright, this is better give me more than one item. Okay, needle. Ability to deal damage when touching enemies. Increased chance to get better weapons in the shop. And a heart, finally. So I could do randomize, but let's go with whatever this is. I think this is new. Okay, and this time, let's not pick up any perks. Okay, that's a cool weapon. Limited range, though. That seems to be kind of the, limiting factor here. Okay, let's grab that. So ideally, a damage up would be wonderful. Unfortunately, I don't even know if we get damage ups. But, so this thing will arc to nearby enemies, which will be really nice for fighting, Newt. Of course, that's assuming I live that long. My, prowess at this game is, dubious, at best. Okay. It's kind of tempting to avoid going for any negative relics for a little while. Especially, like, the minus 30% weapon damage. I feel like that sort of thing I should probably start staying away from until I'm more confident. Because we get keys, we get coins, and whatever on our own. Oh, boy. But yeah, I wish this game would actually mix and match a couple of, like, good items that enemies would drop, too. You know, like, the vast majority. The vast majority of items were, you know, risk versus reward, but not all of them. So what's Wooden Heart do? 50% chance to loot hearts. I'll take that. I can work with that. I mean, maybe I can't, who knows. But I've got a gun that arcs from enemy to enemy, and that sounds kind of useful. Alright, I can slide, though it doesn't really make that much of a difference. Yeah, dodge rolling in certain games really makes, like, such an insane difference. Dodge rolling in this game, I'm not sure if I trust myself to do it, because you can only dodge roll in, like, certain directions. Really, dodge rolls in 2D games make me uncomfortable. Because it just doesn't feel like it'll work great. The hardest time dodging in, like, in Warframe. I try. So problem is, this guy can tongue me and kill me at any point. And I don't entirely know what he's going for. Oh, good. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm being kind of cowardly. Because I don't know what he's about. Okay, there we go. So this gun doesn't do that much damage, so we're probably going to be here for a while. Okay, there we go. It looks like dashing kind of makes the difference. Nope. Luckily, I kind of have that. I shot him. Unfortunately, his weak points are, weak points? Whatever you want to call them. Okay. We're good. He did not actually... Oh, he did give us an item. Transdimensional pizza, though. Like, why would you get that? If it was +1 max HP and restores all restores all HP. Like, I'd be down for that. But the -1 max is like, this game already is stingy enough as it is. The idea of an item that, like, an item that straight up reduces your maximum just does not seem worth it. Okay, it doesn't look like we've got any other enemies here. So I'm just gonna slowly cut through the bushes. It'd be kind of nice if you could actually, like, once enemies were all dead, you could just walk straight through the bushes or something. It'd be nice. Okay. So this is Worm Alley. Why? Well, at least it's already dead. So that's kind of a plus. Yeah, I like the chain lightning effect we've got going on here. But yeah, the charger hits the ghost statue, and the ghost immediately starts charging me, and it's like, I didn't do that to you. I am being very careful now that I know the ghosts come out of that. I really wish it wouldn't take my cursor away. Because it takes your cursor away when you're transitioning levels. And that's really disconcerting. Because some of the time, you, like, actually have to, I can live without another wooden heart. Chances are we'll have another shop coming up. But, you know, when you enter a level, sometimes you have to start by fighting. Like, that's just a straight up need. And so the idea of not being able to aim immediately is terrifying. I'm liking this better. The enemies aren't so bad. It's mostly just, one, learning you cannot run and gun this game. And, like, I am 100% like a run and gun kind of dude. Okay, it takes away a chance to find loot in the wild. That's rough. I mean, well, our chances of finding hearts at this point are minimal. I'm not going to get the sleeping mask just in case we get some more stuff. There's a turd ball there. Duplicator. Increases chance to loot more artifacts. What does the turd ball do? As far as I can tell, nothing. Well, that's good. So, Duplicator will give us 26, and it didn't consume a key. Okay, that's for the best. Well, that's handy. Oh. Okay, so the dude, the Suicider flies do not, in fact, set off the ghost statue. It's good to know. I gotta be careful of Captain Mush Jerk. Oh, good! And Captain Mush Jerk does not actually... Oh, there's another bird statue there. I didn't even realize. Oh, there's a coin in the corner. Okay. Yeah, so because Captain Mush Jerk was in front of the door, he automatically exploded, which is really nice. Treasure map. Chance to get more loot. We've already got a heart. Now, I could buy a new gun. I'm kind of iffy on that. They're all... Yeah, I'm just gonna save my money. Even if it's a bad idea. Okay. Surviving. Thank you. Yeah, I don't want to give up this gun. There might be better guns in the shop, but the fact that this one hits groups is just insanely useful to me. And I would prefer to have a gun that can arc between enemies. I still wish kind of the guns were modular and you were buying like effects to stack on top of each other or something. I think that would be a fair bit more compelling. And it would lead to interesting combos. Okay, there we go. I am always an interesting combo kind of guy. Always have been. Alright, so we have the... We probably don't want that. I mean, it seems like the treasure areas are nicer anyway. Yeah, things that reduce my combat potential are probably a bad idea. Unless we got, like, a really ridiculous gun. And currently I like my gun, but I would hardly consider it ridiculous. Oh. This branches. That's interesting. Ow, I'm already half dead. Oh, boy. For an enemy that can one-shot you, I feel like, or not one-shot you. For an enemy that, a boss that does this amount of damage, I feel like you should be able to, He trapped me and he led the shot. For an enemy that can two-shot you like that, I feel like you should be able to hit him, at all times. The fact that they're invincible, except for when they're attacking, is kind of frustrating. Because they have a fair bit of HP. Like, give them more HP, fine, but, I'm finding myself kind of frustrated that the enemies have these, like, long invincibility parts where they can attack you, but you can't do anything to them. And so, I guess the point is supposed to make you to, like, kind of pick and choose your battles. Like, should I attack this guy right now or should I focus on dodging? I thought it was fine until he trapped me in there with axes, and then I slid into one of those because I was like, I can slide. No, I can't. I don't know. Whatever. I'll see you guys in the next episode of Blazing Beaks. And as always, thanks for watching.